In this video, I want to share with you some giant misconceptions around Facebook ads and share with you a winning formula that you can use to actually have success with this stuff. So, Facebook ads, really popular, a question that we get all the time, every day actually, here at Contractor Dynamics. What's going on? I've tried Facebook ads, they're not working. I've got someone else running my ads for me. The leads are low quality. I want to do it, I believe in it, but I haven't figured out the winning formula. How does this work? Like, what is the winning formula? And we see online all the time in different groups and communities, people asking the same question over and over. So I feel compelled to share as much as I can here without giving you, so much information that just overwhelm you, right? I don't want you to feel like you're drinking from a fire hose. So I'm going to lay this out in a pretty organized fashion. So to start, the problems with Facebook ads, all right? So Facebook ads are still amazing at generating leads, at generating appointments and sales and building your brand and getting your name out there and getting people to know who you are. But most people are still running Facebook ads like it's 2017, like there's no competition, like consumers are stupid and they're just going to click on the first ad they see and want to do business with you. All right. That stuff worked back in 2016, 2017, when social media was still relatively young, when not that many roofing and contracting companies were on social media. Very few were running ads. So like you could put out an ad that said like free estimate, free quote, free inspection, contact us today, put out those kind of bottom of the funnel offers. And you would get pretty good results, even in big markets like Dallas and Denver. We did it. We ran an agency, Contractor Dynamics, where we ran ads for clients all over the country in big markets and small, and just the basic fundamental stuff worked really well. But here we are, fast forward to 2021, and that stuff doesn't work, right? There are more companies than ever advertising on Facebook, not just roofing and contracting companies, but all different sorts of companies vying for your prospects' attention. So the bar has been raised, right? We can no longer just put out some generic stock photo ad with a free inspection headline and expect people to want to do business with us. But yet, that's what most roofing and contracting companies are still doing, still running ads like it's 2016. And even whether you're running your own ads or you've got a marketing company or a marketer running ads for you, it's still a lot of the same recycled generic stuff that you just see all over the place with very, very little differentiation. And I want you to think about one thing. I want you to think about, when is the last time that you saw an ad on your social media feed, whether Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, you clicked on that ad, you became a lead, and you gave that company your money and you did business with them right away? Like, when's the last time that happened in your life or your business? Probably not very recently. I don't think I've ever done that, right? The things that we buy are the brands that we see over and over. We might see their ads a few times. We might see a couple of videos. We might see some reviews. We might go on Google and do our own research on looking for reviews. We might go on Amazon to check out reviews. We might see if anyone that we know has done business with that company before, who has bought that product before, right? We are doing more research than we ever have before. And that's just on little products, like t-shirts or, surfboards or whatever it might be. When we're talking about roofing or contracting, we're talking about a high consideration purchase. We're talking about something that's going to be a few $1,000 at a minimum, normally in the tens of thousands of dollars and sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars. So it just makes sense that people are going to do their research. They're not going to look at your ad for the first time and say, oh yeah, free quote. All right, I need that. I'm gonna put in my info. I'm excited to work with this roofing company, right? I'm excited to get that process going right away and give them my money. That doesn't happen, but that's what most roofing companies expect. They expect to just blast social media with their buy now and contact us today ads and expect prospects to be excited about doing business with them. So hopefully by me passionately kind of explaining that just now, it's starting to click that that's not the winning formula, all right? So at Contractor Dynamics, we train roofing companies on how to do marketing, on how to run social media advertising. Our program, our training program, Facebook Ads Mastery, has helped hundreds of roofing companies over the past several years build out social media advertising systems in their business. So we help our clients script out their ads, their videos, run campaigns, and really build out a whole advertising system in their business. So what I'm about to share with you is based not on theory, not on some blog post I just read, but about my team and I being in the trenches every single day on Zoom calls, in meetings with clients every single day, working with them on their ad campaigns, on their videos, on their content, on their marketing systems. Roofing companies that are just starting up to $100 million plus companies and everywhere in between. So this is stuff that's from the trenches, from every day. It's the end of the day here. My voice is kind of froggy from being in these on these calls and helping clients all day. So this is what the winning formula is. You've got to be building your brand. You've got to be getting your content out there consistently in your market so your prospects can see you over and over again. Again, think about the products and the services that you buy. Think about the restaurants that you go to. Think about the companies and the people that you do business with. You see their content over and over again, right? It might be somewhat online. It might be somewhat out there in the real world. Usually it's a combination of the two, right? We're seeing, things online. We're seeing things offline. We're doing our research. We are looking at reviews. We're asking friends what they think. We might be going in Facebook groups and things like that, right? So we are doing our research. So your prospects are doing the same thing. We're all humans, right? We're all people. We all behave the same way. We've got to be putting our content out there consistently to build value, to get people to know who we are, share reviews, share testimonials, give people reasons to look at us as not just another roofing company, but a step above, a trusted advisor in our market, a risk-free solution, someone that they can trust, that they know that it's going to do the job right the first time and they're not going to have to worry about it. We need to be putting out content to let people know, hey, here's how you make an intelligent decision. Here's how you choose a great contractor. If your roof is leaking, here are a few options on how to go about that. If you think your roof is old, well, here's a little guide on how to get a few estimates. Here's how long a roof lasts. Here's how much a new roof is going to cost you. Here's some different options for roof warranties, right? We need to be educating our market because we never know who in our market is going to want our help at any given time, right? We can go around and we can knock doors, and that can always, drum up business, but that's only going to get us so far. There's tens of thousands of people in any given market that are going to have an issue with their roof, and they're going to need a roofer. They're going to want a roofing company. We don't know when they're going to need it. So we want to be out there consistently so that when they are ready, we're top of mind, right? They've seen our content. We've already built that relationship with them. And then when we go out there and we put out our lead generation campaigns, our offers, then people that have seen our content over and over and over again, they see the right offer at the right time. They already know who we are. They already have some level of trust. They already know that we're, a little bit different than Chuck in a truck who just started up last month and has no idea what he's doing. Then that lead that comes through our brand, because they're opting in on our website or our Facebook ad, that lead is going to be so much higher quality than the generic lead that we get from just blasting out a lead generation offer without doing any brand awareness. All right. So that's the winning formula. It's got to be a combination of sharing your brand building content, which simply means getting people to know who you are, adding some value, warming people up to the idea of doing business with you someday, not necessarily today, but someday when they need your services, and then putting out some offers. And by offers, I don't mean discounts or upgrades or anything cheesy like that. You don't have to be gimmicky with this stuff, but just simply put out your offers. Complimentary roof evaluation, roof assessment report, roof condition analysis, something like that. Try to steer clear of free estimate, free quote, free inspection, because that's what everyone else is doing. And you don't want to look and sound like everyone else. You want to look and sound a little bit different, right? So it's the brand building content. It's the lead generation content. So what you're doing is you're building your brand while you generate leads and sales. You're generating leads and sales while you're building your brand. It's one and the same. You can't do one without the other. If all you do is brand building content and put out educational content, then you're going to become known as, a nice guy who puts out good content, and you're not going to generate a lot of business. On the other hand, if you just put out that lead generation content like I talked about before, but you don't do anything to warm people up and let people know who you are, then you're going to generate a whole bunch of low quality leads from tire kickers who have no idea who you are and why they should value you over anyone else. So it's that 1-2 punch that's so key. Now, how do we actually put this in action, right? How do we make this happen? Well, there's a few different options. Again, we're helping our clients with this stuff every single day, and we've seen it all, and we do see it all. We continue to see, different structures and different formulas for what works. And I will say that confidently that the roofing companies that we work with and that we know that have success with this stuff, month in and month out, year in and year out, and they really build a system that builds upon itself, that builds upon previous successes. Those companies have someone inside their roofing company who is running their marketing other than the owner, right? Owner operator, you're just too busy. You're wearing too many hats to really take advantage of the marketing opportunities that are available to you. Unless you're, just starting out, you're very small and you have that time, you have that interest to do it yourself. In most cases, there is someone other than the owner inside the roofing company who is waking up and thinking about marketing and executing on marketing, right? So you can do this stuff yourself if you have someone in addition to an owner who is working on marketing, right? And run this brand response system. Brand building, direct response advertising. Put it together, we call it brand response advertising here at Contractor Dynamics. Brand response marketing. There's other companies that want to outsource it, right? If you're going to get a marketer, a marketing agency to help you run these ads, then it's absolutely imperative to make sure to collaborate with them to make sure that they're helping you build your brand. And they're not just out there running gimmicky offers to generate leads for you. Because what happens, and we see it time and again, you hire a marketer or marketing agency to generate some leads for you, there's a few things that are going to happen. Number one, you're going to get some quick wins right away. You're going to get an influx of leads because they're putting out you're going from doing nothing to putting out these lead generation ads, usually with like some gimmicky headlines and offers and things like that. So you're going to generate some leads right away. A lot of them are going to be low quality. Some might be pretty quality. They'll generate some sales. But then sooner than later, those ads are going to get fatigued, right? Because you're just blasting, that marketing company is blasting the same people over and over with those same kind of gimmicky ads that are just, again, recycled from other roofing companies that they work with, and you're going to burn out your audience pretty quick. So those leads are going to start to dry up, and you're going to be like, now do we do, right? It was working so well, now it's not working. Or now it's working, but we're generating all these leads from like people that don't even own a house, or they have no idea who we are, or they're not qualified at all. So that's the risk that you run if a marketing agency or marketing company, marketing person is running lead gen ads for you without also helping you build your brand, or without you building your brand yourself. You've got to have that brand building component. A lot of people want to treat Facebook ads, even today, as like, I call it like a leads ATM, right? I put in $1,000, I want to get 100 qualified leads out the other end. It kind of worked like that, again, back in the day. It does not work like that this day and age. We cannot have those expectations. So I want you to make intelligent decisions. I want you to make decisions from a position of strength, from a position of knowledge, from a position of, hey, I'm not just like, wanting to pay someone a certain amount of money to generate leads for me. I want to build my brand. I want to become a top of mind roofing company in my local market or markets. I want people to know who we are, and I want people to contact us because they know who we are and they've seen our content and they see our value and they appreciate our value and they're willing to pay us for that value. I don't want to generate leads from people who have no idea who we are. That sales process is still an uphill battle, right? Your sales rep is going to have to do a ton of work work to take that lead from cold to sold. You're going to get price shopped a whole lot if people have no idea who you are. You're going to lose out on jobs to inferior roofing companies because, again, your prospect doesn't know why you're different. Your sales process is going to be an uphill battle. Your closing rate is going to be low. You're going to frustrate and burn out your sales team, and they're going to leave and go to try to find a better opportunity, all because you're trying to take a shortcut and get someone else to generate magic leads for you without you being willing to do the work to build your brand, which is what you're supposed to do, right? So I'm getting a little bit passionate about this because I know it works, and I want to, I'm saying this from a place of love. I want to help you make better decisions. I want to help you not waste a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of energy and miss out on a whole bunch of opportunity because you just don't know how this stuff works. So at this point in the video, you've watched enough of this, you've heard enough of me to know like what you need to be doing. So again, if you're doing it yourself, you're DIYing your marketing, which is what most of our clients do, and they do it really well, then you have to be running this brand response marketing system. If you're working with an outside marketer or company, get on the phone with them, get on a Zoom meeting with them, go sit down with them and say, hey, what are we doing to build our brand? What are we doing to get people in our market to know who we are before we generate that lead? Because that makes all the difference in the world. Get with them, collaborate with them, hold them accountable to making sure that you have a plan, you have a content plan. They're probably going to ask you for video content. Make sure you do that, right? A marketing agency is not going to be able to produce magic leads for you. I used to run a marketing agency. I know it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. As much as we want it to, it doesn't work like that. As a roofing company owner, leader, manager, you've got to have skin in the game. You've got to be committed to this. You've got to be collaborating with your team in-house and or an outside agency in order to make this happen in 2021 and beyond. So that's enough for me. If you got any questions specifically about this, feel free to comment below. Feel free to send me a message. Feel free to reach out, contractordynamics.com. You can check out some more info about us over there, some more educational content for you. And I truly, truly, truly hope that this helps you make better decisions, more educated decisions from a position of strength. You know what's going on, and you can add these pieces into your business because the reality is that social media advertising works extremely well, even today. And it works even better if you know what you're doing and you're executing on a strategy instead of just throwing a bunch of things out there and hoping that something works. Hope this was valuable for you, and I'll talk to you soon.